How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to history and segregation of people, and different types of segregation. From bad people or toxic people or people that are narcissistic psychos in the satellite control rooms and narcissistic thieves that are trying to steal, from people's qualities or people's lives and their games of abuses, such as these people that are spying on me all the time and terrorizing my life. You got to look at the qualities of what these people are, who these people are in satellite control rooms trying to steal people's qualities, such as them damaging people with satellites. Are these people trying to tear down Americans? Are these people trying to tear down freedom of choice and freedom of expression and freedom of speech? The activities of these people and their illegal use of satellite weaponry and their satellite games of terrorizing people's lives, where it totally consumes a person's life and physically assaults a person all the time. And these people, you can always see that they're always trying, like this person in the satellite control room, this man claimed he was the confidence destroyer of people's children and people's lives. Like, for instance, if you're a model or an actor or a musical artist or any person that works in certain types of career or just your personal life, things that you do for yourself or things that you like about yourself, these satellite psychos, you can always tell that they're always spying on somebody attractive, somebody that has some type of special quality or some type of wonderful, friendly personality. Like if a person's like really friendly and effervescent or exciting or silly or sight for sore eyes, or somebody that's got their good personality of social friendliness with their group of friends or their friendships of humor, and such as entertainers or actors or actresses or just common people too, but in reference to these satellite stalkers that terrorize a person's life, you can always find out that these people are always stalking somebody with some type of special qualities. Like somebody might be a fitness model, or somebody might be an actor, or a singer, or a comedian. And these people, they always try to play their political correctness game, which is illegal, of their people tearing down people and the cultures of other cultures, and the point of people being friendly, people being social, and freedom of expression, and people making freedom of choice of their own, where they don't like that person, they don't want to hang out with that person, or they like that person is pretty cool. People having their choices of being around their friends or being around people in general. They got these satellite stalkers that are nitpicking on people's lives, tearing up people's lives, like they're just stalking a person. A person with, say for instance, girls brag about a guy that they like, or girls brag about another girl, or they talk about their hair or their clothing or their face or their makeup, or it's like the red carpet of some things. But these satellite controllers and their narcissistic games of terrorizing somebody, trying to tear people's confidence down. And then you ask them, why? People got their own confidence. Then they'll say, oh, that person's cocky. Some people like cocky people. It's a different quality. Some people like people that think they're attractive. Some people like people that have certain attitudes. Some people like sensitive people, too. Some people like quiet or medium conversational type of people. There's all kinds of different people in different races and different types of people. Some people like people that dance. Some people like people that like sing songs. Some people like people that are sarcastic. Who are these satellite controllers to be tearing people down? Like, there's recordings of this government man somewhere, because he's communicated this to me, terrorizing my life, saying, "Oh, you're cocky. Oh, you're stuck up. Oh, you think you're better. Or you think this. And what does that mean? I don't hang out with you. All my friends like me. You think somebody's what? Too good looking for their own enjoyment of their life? Or you thought you'd try to ruin their confidence because you wanted to control their life, you wanted to steal their money, you wanted to steal their property, you wanted to steal their land. So you want to make up these narcissistic opinions of your own so you could terrorize a person's life, so you could pick on somebody? Who are you to criticize people? To be tearing down people with your satellites? Who are you to criticize a person saying, "Oh, they thought your face was too pretty. They thought your teeth was too nice"? Well, some people put a lot of time and a lot of years into the beauty of their teeth. Some people choose good nutrition for their anatomy and their skin and hair. So who are you? We want to see all the qualities about you in the courtroom. Then you get put, or then you get put on a stage so somebody can look and evaluate what you are. You wanted to say you hated cocky people. You tried to destroy people's personalities of their culture, the personalities of their life, of their family history. You think you're the confidence destroyer of people's lives by mutilating their faces and teeth. You thought somebody had an attitude? There's legal right to have an attitude about things in America. It's called freedom, too. There's freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Who are you to be holding people hostage, stealing their money? Who are you to make up lies to pick on somebody? Because you thought they were cocky? Because they were better or looked better than you? They messed my mouth. Because they looked better than you? Because they exercised more than you? Because they worked out in history before? And don't play stupid in reference to people that's worked out and stayed in shape. Just because they're not working out at this second, they'd worked out for years in gyms or in athletics or sports or track and field or whichever. And you thought you'd say, well, it don't look like you're keeping yourself in shape now because you're not working out this second or you haven't been working out in this week. Yeah, but some people know about athletics. Some people know about nutrition. That doesn't mean you have to be bending over backwards all the time, working out every second of every day, sicko. You don't know anything. You're just trying to run people to death with your satellite. You're trying to play like you thought you were better than other people in the sense that you would try to control other people. You might think you're better than everybody else. You might think you're good looking or whatever. But controlling and torturing and abusing other people because they don't want to be around you or they don't want to be associated with you or your negative, toxic attitude of you trying to pick on somebody saying, "Oh, you think you're accomplished. Oh, you think you're an athlete. Oh, you think that." Well, there's a history. Look at the history of athletics. These people are always trying to personally attack a person's life based on their history. And, I went to great schools, and I had great school teachers and my parents. And this satellite man's not a school teacher of mine. This satellite man's not a friend. This satellite man is a stalker, a terrorist, and the satellite man's a gay man, too. I'm not gay. And that's my legal right to be straight. You don't have a right torturing any parts of my body. You don't have any right trying to downgrade or trying to shorten my penis size or you're trying to flatten the ass. You don't have a right. This is my anatomy. Keep your hands to yourself. You don't have a right trying to mess up my life because you didn't do so well in yours. You don't have no right tearing down other people's lives with your satellites because you thought somebody was cocky. And, in reference to Italians and Europeans and other people that have different types of attitudes with their self and their history of friendliness or social friendliness, there's people that are in different types of careers and different types of attitudes, which are, expressive and important in history of life and the diversity of people. So in reference to these people nitpicking on somebody, trying to tear down somebody, saying, "Oh, you think you're funny, you think you're cool," it depends on what somebody's doing. If somebody's a comedian, they're on stage. Some things are funny, some things are not. But in reference to people in general, of this person stalking somebody, you say, okay, is that person good looking? And that person's terrorizing them with the satellite. Or that person's going around slandering their character, calling them a criminal, trying to play the Salem witch trial games of like they're on a witch hunt to attack a person. Or these people holding a person hostage, stealing their money, slandering their character. Those are criminals. They just hit my teeth. Another lawsuit. In reference to these government people, you got to see what the qualities are about people, what the qualities in America are, and where these people are coming from that are making these accusations against people. My parents was rich and famous. I was born rich and famous. World Protocol's in the media of my identity. It's been there since I was born. Who are you? You thought you'd tear somebody down. You thought if somebody had qualities or came from a rich family, you thought you'd try to steal their identity? You thought since I had female friends and some of them were supermodels and actresses and singers and other friends in the media and entertainment industry from when I was a little boy, you thought you'd try to steal that? You'd try to make up lies to slander my character? Because you thought it was your way of trying to steal my identity? You need to go to court, man. And the satellite man's hitting me in the middle of the back, the upper part of the back, in between the shoulder blades. Like, right in the middle. Like, and they're, they're hurting the back of my neck, too. And they were doing that when I was sleeping. And they were doing that when I went to the gas station. They even showed them at the gas station. I said, the satellite man's hitting me right there. So anyways, in reference to you, government man, trying to judge people, you burning on people's beautiful teeth or beautiful faces or beautiful anatomies or their skin or whatever your hatred is or whatever your jealousy is or whatever your problem is, you don't have a legal right. And you need to go into court and the police need to arrest you for your terrorism of messing up people's lives and terrorizing them because you wanted to steal their penis, or you wanted to try to steal penises and you wanted to try to attach it to your penis because their penis was bigger than yours or something. You need to get arrested. You need to go to prison. That's poaching. And the activity of you trying to mess up somebody else's teeth because you wanted to copy their teeth, you wanted to copy their nose, or you wanted to copy their face, and you tried to torture them and tried to damage their beauty because you wanted to copy it, and then you wanted to destroy the person's life that you tried to copy. You tried to destroy people's wealth and people's lives. You tried to steal their monies and their houses and their cars and their careers because you wanted to live their life. All the categories of the violations of what these people have violated in reference to land, property, relationships, friends, careers, universities, schooling, all the things they made up lies about to steal from me. Like these people didn't know that I went to Beverly Hills schools when I was little, or they didn't know other schools that I went to. These people need to go to court. They thought if they kidnapped me from California, or when they kidnapped me from North Carolina or New York or the other places they tried to kidnap me from, they thought they'd hold me hostage in Indiana and try to change my family history to make me look like a nobody. Those people need to go to court. That's why you find out, oh, this person said you came from this poor living lifestyle. No, I didn't. No. Arrest that person. You came from this poor lifestyle. No, didn't come from there either. No. And somebody say, well, isn't that the responsibility of the deeds department to arrest them for kidnapping him from his mother and father's mansions? Because they trespassed on the property line when they kidnapped him? Yes, they have some responsibility in prosecuting and arresting people too that are blocking me from my mother and father's mansions, and people blocking me from companies that I'm the owner of, or them blocking me from my career and entertainment history and lots of things. And there's other organizations. The Teamsters can arrest these people too, and so can the Screen Actors Union, the Directors Union, the Writers Union, the Music Hall of Fame, the TV and Film Museum, the Hollywood Historic Society can arrest these people, and a lot of other people can arrest these people that have been holding me hostage, and the people terrorizing me, and the people stealing monies. Like the banking industry can arrest them. Our the financial or the Treasury, the U.S. Mint can arrest these people, or the foreign exchange money currency office, or the all kinds of offices, and the Future Farmers of America company can arrest these people for trying to steal my farmland, whatever farmland I own, reference to my mother and father and grandparents. These organizations have an importance, to go to court against these people, because my mother and father owned farmland. Did they or did they not? My grandparents owned farmland too. And I'm the owner of everything of my mother and father and grandparents. And then this government man would probably say something like, oh, he disagrees. You disagree with what? Facts are I'm the owner and you're not. There's that government man that always tries to communicate something. He'll communicate something saying, oh, he disagrees. Well, we need to see what your position is for you to think that you had any right disagreeing. I'm the owner. Nothing's for sale. It's not for sale. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. And who are you? You're somebody trying to steal, trying to make falsified opinions of things to try to extort. And they're hitting me in the teeth right here. See, there's a man in a satellite control room that says he disagrees with all kinds of things. And he's one of their political Nazi, Middle Eastern communists that are trying to hijack land and hijacking property in America. Whoever this government freak is. No, I didn't sell any properties of my mother and father's estates or my grandparents' estates. Not at all. And this government man tried to say, oh, he thought you were the child of... it's been documented since the day I was born who my parents are. It's been on TV every day who my parents are. 24 hours a day. And you're in government and you're getting the information wrong, right? You can get arrested. A long time ago, you should have been arrested and thrown in prison. Lots of things of importance, and there's a lot of things to talk about in the future, too. Reference to news media and the facts of history in America, and American media, and American freedom of press, of newspaper publishings or article publishing, and the activity of prosecuting criminals that have slandered my parents' character and criminals that have slandered my character. And their perverse activity of torturing and sexually assaulting me and stealing my blood or stealing my sperm. These dirty government people need to get prosecuted. Every day. They're in violation of holding me hostage and blocking me from my mother and father's estates. I'm the owner. I lived with my mother and father. My parents got murdered. And then this psycho freak will say, oh, why'd your parents get murdered? People trespassed on the property. People tried to steal my mother and father's wealth. There was criminals in government, criminals in the CIA and FBI that were Nazis and Middle Eastern Nazis that tried to steal America back in the 70s. And there's police reports against them, too, back in those days, too. Oh, yeah, there are. There's police reports that my mother and father filed against people and restraining orders. Every one of these bad people, it's serious. Look how many times that you've seen history of restraining orders against people. and they were tied in with dirty government that trespassed on people's land and people's properties. Well, they have no legal right at all. They're always trying to tear people down, to injure people with satellites, to try to steal their land or to steal their monies, what these dirty government people have tried to do. Their people need to go to court. It needs to be on TV 24 hours a day, or on something needs to be on TV every so often. It's a big situation in reference to protecting America from political communist thieves. And, World Protocol of My Identity is on TV 24 hours a day. But in reference to, it's an issue of the criminal activities of these bad people needs to be in the news. These people say, oh, they're in government. Well, you're not allowed to use the American government positions as your way of extorting, stealing, or abusing the American people. Or by stealing land with the accusation of your people trying to say that you thought it was unfair that somebody owned land in this country that you tried to steal. This is a hostage situation, and these people need to get prosecuted for their crimes. Many things of importance to talk about in the future, too.